Hello everyone, this hour on Verbling, the next in my Getting Results in Business series. We're on class number 3 of talking about service. We're just beginning our unit on customer service, so come on in, learn vocabulary and talk about your experiences with service as a customer or your experiences with service as part of a company. What kind of customer service does your company want to have, and what kind of impression do they want to make on customers with their commitment to service? We'll talk about the language that we need to talk about that, and we'll do some practical activities, speaking activities, where you get to put that into use. But first, a little bit about me. I'm John Eric, your Verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, hanging out in Lisbon, Portugal to bring you this class. By the way, here are 3 quick rules to help you participate. Don't forget to turn off, tune in, and open up. That means when you're not speaking, turn off your microphone so we can keep the classroom quiet. When you are speaking, tune in to the new words you're learning. Use them actively so that I can correct you. And finally, open up to your classmates. Relax and have fun. We're all here to learn, and this is a safe and respectful place to practice your English. In a second, you're going to see our presentation on screen. Actually, you should see it right now. And in the very first class we did, we started to generate ideas about how to talk about service by describing this picture. I'm going to briefly read you the description and talk about some of the vocabulary, and then we're going to jump right into the class. By the way, if you need the links to this, first, the presentation, I'll put the link right now in the chat window. The second link you're going to see is our notes. Our notes is when I correct you or give you suggestions, I'll write it in the notes. The presentation is what I'm sharing with you on screen. So you can download that as a PDF or you can open it if you like. Okay? So before we begin, let's just say a quick hello. So welcome back to Daniel. Nice to have you back, Daniel.
Hi, teacher. Hello again.
And Constantine, nice to have you back. Are you there, Constantine?
Yes, I am. Hello.
Okay, fantastic, good. And let's say hello to a new face, which is Asumi. Am I saying that right? Do I say Asumi? Is that the right way? Hello, my friend with the kitten. How do I say your name the right way? Asumi, are you there? Can you hear me? Okay, Asumi, you are not talking. I'm going to write a little message to you. Hello, Asumi. Are you there? If there's any problem, you can write in the chat window and I'll try to take a look. Okay, well, we're going to get started with or without you, okay? So try to write in the chat window if you're having a problem and I'll see if I can help you. All right. So here's what we're going to do. You have a problem. Okay, I see. Listen, Asumi, if you're having a problem, it might be a good idea to leave the class, restart the browser, Firefox, Chrome, Internet Explorer, restart it, turn it off and then turn it on, and then come back into the class. Sometimes that fixes the problem, okay? So see if that will work. Okay. All right. And we've got Nesreen joining us as well. Fantastic. All right. So in the very first class, we as a group, we described this picture. And Nesreen, you were in the class. So what I'd like you to do, if you don't mind, I'd like you to just read the description that we did together. I'll put it on screen in a second. Just to as a little introduction for the people who weren't here, okay? So if you hang on a second, let me just give me a second. Let me just get this on screen for you. All right. So Nesreen, could you just read this for the others in the class who were not here that day? Nesreen, are you there?
Okay, I'm there. Okay. The group description. Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, I'd like you to read that for the people who were not here in the first class. If you could read that for us. Because then
Okay.
it's a good
Okay.
introduction to the vocabulary that we need.
Okay. Well, I should begin by saying it appears to be a motorcycle dealership. Could you please wait because I lost it? Okay, I'm
Uh-oh.
sorry.
You want me to make
Just
it
wait.
bigger?
No. Okay. Well, I should begin by saying it appears to be a motorcycle dealership somewhere in the state because the dealer looks like he's from Detroit. He's even got
Detroit.
tattoos. Detroit.
Good.
He's even got tattoos. In the photo, and I might be pointed out that he might be a couple trying to test trying to buy a motorcycle. There are almost testing out the one they like best. I suppose as well they're having a good time because the dealer seems friendly. I'd imagine that the husband is happy with the dealer's sales pitch of the motorcycle, which you can see on his face. He seems delighted. I could also say in both the picture and my experience of buying a new car, the dealer was friendly. That's it. Where is the rest of it? And informative. Sorry, and informative, trying to help us decide which was the best fit for our needs, which was great. So all in all, I'd say the photo it shows how Americans dealers are very good, as they tend to be attentive, proactive, and more experienced than the others. And furthermore, I'd prefer to deal with that kind of sales rep than the usual one who doesn't do it enthusiastically.
Enthusiastically. 6 syllables. Enthusiastic.
Yes.
That's it.
Enthusiastically. Yes, enthusiastically. Who's just doing the minimum.
That's it. That's it. Very good. So I put the words in red, which we used to talk about the type of customer service that you might, ways to describe customer service. And the words in black are the connectors you would use to help the listener follow what you're trying to say. So connectors for opening, well, I should begin by saying. Connectors for adding information, I might also point out. As well, I could also say. Connectors which are there to give an attitude, which was great, so your attitude is happy. And connectors to summarize or conclude. So, all in all. Okay? And the ones in red are good customer service words. Friendly, attentive, informative, proactive, experience. Also words like sales rep. It's a good vocabulary word. Okay? So that we did that as a group, but it's a good introduction for some of the vocabulary that we need. Hopefully that's pretty clear. All right? By the way, if there's any questions at any time, just stop and ask. Okay? There's the presentation. There's the picture that we were describing in that class. I see we got lots of people now, so welcome back, Raphael and Amir as well. Great to have you. Asumi, is your microphone working now?
I think so.
Good. Asumi, where are you from?
I'm from Saudi Arabia.
From Saudi Arabia as well. Okay. No. It's just you. Nasreen, you're from Egypt, right?
Yes, I'm from Egypt.
Okay, that's right. And Amir, where are you from? I can't remember. Were you from Iraq? Amir, are you there? Uh-oh, I can't hear you. Let me just see. Amir, can you hear me? Hold on a second. Okay, you don't have your microphone. Okay, no problem. Okay, oh, and Yuki as well. Welcome back, Yuki.
push you again.
So, I have a problem. Okay, Amir, when you get your microphone fixed, just say hello to the group, okay? So let's move on here. Yesterday, in yesterday's class, after reviewing some of the vocabulary like we just did, I should say, by the way, in general, in this unit, over the next 8 lessons, we're going to be talking about customer service, dealing with customers, key expressions for dealing with customers, looking at a practical situation where we have to reassure or sympathize with customers who maybe had a problem. Finally, using direct and indirect questions, right? Like, could I ask is an indirect question. Or tell me, well, no, tell me would be indirect. Tell me if you had a problem. Direct question is, how are you? Could you tell me how you are? How are you is direct. Could you tell me how you are is
Hello?
of a customer service situation. Yesterday we did the starting point, with good experiences you've had, your impression of a product, how it was influenced by the customer service. We then moved on to dealing with customers, the language for dealing with customers, and that's where we are today. We listened to a woman complaining about a situation in this radio show. The transcription for that, if you want to review it, is here on the last page of the presentation, page 17. Okay, so if you want to go back and look at the exercises, you can just read the transcription and try the exercises on your own, if you like. So it's there. Let me just go back for a second. In that exercise, we read some comments. We read 5 comments that were on the blog or the website of the radio show responding to the woman's situation. And we learned words in bold: courteous, responsive, satisfied, existing, dissatisfied, loyal, uncaring, attentive, efficient, discourteous, substandard, high quality, and repeat customers. So all of that we did yesterday. And then here, we matched the definition to the key word. Okay? So I'm just going to do a very, 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 very quick review, because people who were here, I don't want to repeat the class, but I do want to just do a very quick review of that. So maybe I could ask the people who were in the class yesterday to quickly match the definitions, just to remind you of what we did yesterday, and also to introduce the same language for everyone else. Okay? So I'll call out a definition. You tell me which of the words in bold on slides 8 and on slide 1. This is just a review for you, for those of you who are non-class. We already did this. Okay? But let's see if we can just put this in our minds freshly so we can use it in a second. So if I say, oh, by the way, you can cheat. You can go here to slide 12. Okay? So there's slide 12. The first question is not sympathetic. So for people who were here yesterday, what did we decide was not sympathetic?
Uncaring.
Uncaring. Very good. Polite and impolite.
Discautious.
Wait. Discourteous.
And discourteous and courteous.
Right. Polite, courteous, impolite, discourteous. So now we're expanding our vocabulary for customer service. In addition to the description of the picture, we've got these key words: uncaring, courteous, discourteous. What about helpful? That's number 3. Helpful.
Efficient.
Attentive.
Attentive. That's it. Efficient we're going to use for something else. Attentive for for helpful. Number 4 yesterday, by the way, Asif, this is a review. You'll catch on what we're doing in a second. We're just reviewing some vocabulary from yesterday. Welcome to class, Asif. Number 4 was not as good as normal. Something that is not as good as normal.
Substandard.
Very good. Very good. Substandard. Sub meaning below. Very good. Number 5 was well organized. Well organized.
Efficient.
Efficient. Very good.
Efficient.
Who was that? Who's speaking?
Daniel.
Daniel. You were not even in class yesterday, and you
No.
knew the answer. Very good.
I
Good guess. Very good.
see in the text.
Ah, okay. Very good. Very good. By the way, a quick hello to Fatima, who's just joining us right now. Fatima, right now we're doing a review of some vocabulary we learned yesterday, where this is a business class where we're learning about customer service. Okay, Fatima? I'll take that as an okay.
Hello, Rick. Can you hear me?
Yes, hello, Amir. You got your microphone working.
Sounds good. Yeah, glad to meet you today, and hello everyone who's there.
Very good. Nice to have you.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. And Fatima has disappeared, and Asif has disappeared. Maybe they're having connection problems. Okay, I hope you guys come back. If there's any problems, you can always write in the chat window, and I'll try to help. Okay, so listen. Yesterday, we also had number 6, reacting quickly and positively. Reacting quickly and positively. Take a look at the list. What do you think?
Responsive.
Very good.
Responsive.
I agree. Responsive. Happy with something. Number 7. Happy with something.
Satisfied?
Very good. It is satisfied. It's satisfied, and assuming you were not even in class yesterday. Very good. You knew the answer, and you were not even here. Good. Number 8 is of a very good standard. Of a very good standard.
High quality?
High quality? I agree. High quality. Okay. Number 9, faithful and supportive. Faithful and supportive. Yuki, you were here?
Yes. Loyal.
Loyal is correct. Loyal customers are faithful customers. Supportive staff, well, supportive I would use more for staff than customers, but anyway, that's the right word, loyal. Number 10, another way to say returning. You want customers who return. What kind of customers do you want? Assuming?
Repeat?
Repeat customers. Good. You want repeat customers. Very good. Number 11, not happy with something. Not happy.
Dissatisfied?
That's it. So we got satisfied and dissatisfied. We've got courteous and we've got discourteous. So dis always means the opposite of something. Last one is present. Your present customers are called what?
No.
Existing.
Existing, yeah.
Existing customers. That's it. Very good. So that's the key vocabulary we're going to use in addition to the description. We're going to use that today in our speaking activity. Asumi, where are you from, by the way?
Yeah, I'm from Saudi Arabia.
Oh, you said that. I'm sorry. Yeah, you already told me. And am I pronouncing your name correctly? Is it Asumi, like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Asu.
Asu or Aso?
No, Asumi.
Asumi. Okay, very good, very good. All right. So you can always download this PDF and review what we did yesterday and look at the transcription, okay? If we have a few exercises from yesterday you could practice, well, basically what we just did was the exercise. But we're going to move on. In the next slide, it asks 2 questions. Which of the adjectives in exercise 4 describe customer service? And which of the adjectives describe customers? And to help you out, I put the list of adjectives right on the screen for you. Okay? So I'm going to say an adjective, and you tell me whether it's customer service or customer. Okay? So, Amir, uncaring. Do you think that's better for describing customer service, or do you think it's better describing customers, Amir? Uncaring, the first adjective.
I don't think so. Uncaring, it's not good, the customer.
It's not a good word for anyone.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
would you use uncaring more for customer service or more to describe customers? Which category would you put it in? One or two in number 5?
I
One or
think
two?
customers.
For customers, uncaring customers. I'm not so sure about that. If you look back, let's take a quick look back.
Okay.
In the second blog post that we read,
Let's see.
it says you don't want to lose customers by appearing uncaring. Who appears uncaring? The staff.
Yeah, service
Right?
customer. Yeah, service
Yes. So, if it's the staff who appear uncaring would probably be more fitting for customer service.
customer.
We can describe customer service as uncaring if it's not good enough.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
I agree with you.
All right, very good, very good. Assumi, courteous. Does it describe customer service or the customer?
I think we can describe the both by using courteous.
Courteous. Say it fast. Courteous.
Courteous.
When you say it fast, the T, like Tom, sounds like a D, like dog. Courteous.
Courteous.
That's it.
Okay, I think it can be for both.
It can be for both, but you can only choose one. Which is the best?
I think customers.
Courteous for customers. Oh, wait a second. Let's take a look. Number 1. Staff are there to be courteous and responsive. So I know you weren't in class yesterday, but if you think about it, we're concerned with the quality of customer service. To describe the quality, we can say the quality was good or bad. A word for good is courteous. A word for bad is uncaring.
Yeah, I see. So that means it is to describe a customer service.
It's more for customer service. That's right.
Yeah.
That's what we would expect. Daniel, discourteous.
One moment, I have a question first.
Sure.
Customer service is you have a problem with something you have bought, no?
Absolutely.
And a customer is who sells something, no?
Who buys?
Sorry. Okay.
So verbally.
Okay.
So think about verbling. If you have a problem, who do you talk to at verbling? If you have a problem.
Customer service.
Yeah, we have a support email. You email support.
Yes.
Who's the customer at verbling?
Me.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
The customer is buying. Customer service is responding. Good question, by the way.
Okay.
What about discourteous? Is it customer service or customer?
A customer.
Customers are discourteous? They can be. Could be. Take a look. You see discourteous in number 4? Look at the bottom of number 4. Read the last two lines of number 4 for me, please.
I made sure they understood the effort to attentive and efficient service, as well as discourteous and substandard service on potential customers.
Who are we describing?
Customer service.
It is, yeah. So in this context, discourteous is much better for describing customer service because we're talking about quality again. Clear?
Okay, yes.
Okay. Raphael, attentive. Raphael, are you there? Hello? Oh, I don't hear Raphael. Yuki, attentive.
Attentive. I think customer staffs have to be attentive.
Of course, they have to be attentive. And we can see that here. Can you find attentive? It's the one that Daniel read. I'd like to make sure they understood the effect of attentive and efficient service. Okay, so that's it. Whoops. Let's see if we can go around. We're going to go a little bit faster now. I say the word, you tell me service or customer. Just that, service or customer. Substandard, Amir. Service or customer? Which does substandard describe best? The service or the customer?
I think that the service customer.
Which, service or customer?
I think that customer service.
Exactly, you're right. We can describe customer service as substandard, not good enough. Very good. That's it. And back to Asumi. Efficient.
Yeah, service customer.
Efficient is
Service,
customer
yeah.
service.
Exactly, Asumi. That's good. Service can be done in an efficient way. Daniel, responsive.
Customer service.
Customer service again. Everything is customer service.
Yes.
Why is that?
No, the next one, it's not.
Let's see. Nisreen. The word is oh, she disappeared. Nisreen, come back. Nisreen. Raphael, are you there? Raphael?
Yes, sorry. Yes. Sorry.
Ah, there you go. Raphael, the next word in the list is high quality. I think. Oh, did I miss one? Did I miss responsive?
Satisfied.
Satisfied. I'm sorry, Raphael. Satisfied.
Customer.
Is that?
But also.
Oh, you can only choose one. You can only choose the best one. Which is the best? Service or customers?
Service. So.
Satisfied service? Are you sure?
So customers.
Customers are satisfied. We talk about customer satisfaction. So satisfied is more for customers, and we can see that here. Look at number one. Can you read the last sentence of number one? My personal. Last sentence of number one. My personal.
My personal rule of thumb is a satisfied customer might tell a friend. A dissatisfied customer will complain to everyone they know.
That's it. So in this context, and in general as well, satisfied and dissatisfied go with customers, how they feel. Okay? So it's not about the quality of service, it's about how someone feels. Nisreen, high quality. Does that describe customer service or customer, in your opinion? What's better?
Customer service, of course.
Of course. Okay. Loyal, Yuki.
I think customer service have to treat customer loyally.
Well, we don't have the choice of loyally. We only have loyal, which is an adjective.
Yes.
So would you say loyal
customer service have to be loyal to customers?
Uh-oh, Yuki.
No?
I disagree.
No?
Let's see if we can find it in the text. No, we don't have it in the text. Nisreen, can you think of an example? Because you disagree. Do you think of an example?
Yes, it's a loyal customer. It means he buys regularly from this shop. For instance, if you made him satisfied enough, he will be loyal.
Only he? What about she?
She, yes, it's example. They were.
They. Even better, they. Customers can be he's or she's or they's. They's better. If you treat the customer well, you see we have a problem in English. we can't say he, right? Because that would be overgeneralizing and it would sound sexist. Some people say she to compensate. Some people, most people say they, even though a customer can't be they because it's one person. But in practice, most people say they because it's just easier to say it that way. Anyway, Nazreen, you're absolutely right. We have the expression a loyal customer. It sounds better, a loyal customer. Loyal customer service has to be loyal to the customer. That's true. I mean, it makes sense. But the expression we use is a loyal customer. Let's see, what do we got less? Repeat. Amir, repeat what? Repeat service or repeat customer? What do you think, Amir?
Repeat customer service.
Repeat customer service? Do we all agree or do we disagree? Class? Agree or disagree? Disagree. Oh. Daniel, what would you say? Can you give me an example?
Customer is like a lawyer. You repeat your purchase in the same shop if you are happy.
I agree. So Amir, what Daniel is saying is loyal customers come back again and again and again. So they're repeat customers. Is that clear, Amir? Is that clear?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah? Okay. So we say loyal customers, repeat customers, dissatisfied, assuming?
For sure, customer.
Assuming what do you think?
Dissatisfied describe customers.
Absolutely. Customers can be satisfied or dissatisfied. Last one. Daniel, existing.
Existing.
Repeat.
Existing.
Not exist with
the
a K.
Customer service could existing or don't existing.
Nope. Nope. Try
The
again.
customers always are the customer service.
It's the customer. Another way to say our current customers is to say existing customers. It's a lot easier to keep existing customers than it is to get new customers. It's a lot easier to keep the ones you have. Is that clear, Daniel?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we've done a little bit of work with these words, caring, courteous, discourteous, attentive, etc. I want you to use some of the adjectives that we just saw to write another post for the radio show. But we don't have to do the radio show. It doesn't matter. You don't have to do that specifically. What I'd like is, if anyone is interested, you can write this and send it to me. By the way, Nazreen, I did not have a chance to correct your writing. I apologize, but I will get to it today. But I didn't forget about you, okay? I didn't forget.
That's okay. That's okay. Never mind.
No, I'll do it. I just didn't have a chance yesterday, but I'll do it today. But
okay, thank you.
I like maybe one or two people to try to use, let's say, no less than two positive and two negative adjectives in the list to talk about your company or your experience. Okay? Let me give an example. If I'm talking about Verbling, what could I say? Verbling tries to be attentive to customer needs by having a support line where you can email and create a ticket and someone in the administration will get back to you right away. It's pretty efficient because all the tickets have to be answered. I think that by being attentive to customer needs, you'll keep the customer satisfied and there'll be repeat customers. They'll keep renewing their subscription. Okay, so that's a quick example of what I mean. Using any of the adjectives, but let's say try to use maybe two positive and two negative. I just used positive. But trying to use one of each at least, or maybe two of each. I'd like you to describe how your company handles customer service or your experience being a customer. Okay? So I'd like you to give it a try. Does anyone have an experience they'd like to share?
I have one.
Go for it, Daniel.
Okay, my account bank, it's on internet.
So you have online banking, right?
Online banking, yes.
That's it. That's it.
And if I have some problem, uh, they have a customer service very efficient, and for me high quality because they help you straight away, and I'm happy because I don't have to walk to the physical bank.
Right. Instead of happy, which of those adjectives could you use?
Satisfied.
Exactly. I'm satisfied. Very good. I'm satisfied.
I'm satisfied.
Okay, good. And it's really convenient because you don't have to leave your home. You can do it from the comfort of your own home. Very good. Very good. I'd like someone. So that's the point of view of the customer. Daniel's talking about being a customer at an online bank. Um, does anyone have experience from the other side, from the customer service side? Just out of curiosity, do any of you have experience in customer service?
Yes, I have.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
So as a customer in Verblink, I'm so satisfied because they are so attentive, and they are also the teacher in Verblink are so courteous,
Courteous.
courteous,
Good. Courteous.
and they are efficient.
Efficient? Okay, good. How are they efficient? See if you
Yeah,
can
it
give a
is
reason.
efficient website to teach.
Okay. Very good. One thing, assuming you can't say so in that way. You said you are so satisfied. You'd have to say very satisfied
Oh,
because so needs more information. For example, I am so satisfied that blah 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 blah. Then you can say so. I'm so satisfied that I'm going to be a repeat customer. But if you don't give more information, you have to say very. I'm very satisfied. Period.
yeah,
See?
I see.
Yeah? Okay. So is a difficult word because in other languages you have that word, but it's used in a different way.
Mhm.
Right, Yuki? No, your word was such, wasn't it, Yuki? With you, it
Yes.
was such. Yeah, yeah. We have to say kind of instead of such. Uh, so I want to hear someone talk about the other side, the customer service side. Does anyone have experience working in a company providing customer service? Yuki, you used to work in a big computer company, didn't you?
Yes, before I have worked in big manufacturing company as
For
a,
electronics, what, right?
as a interpreter and computer engineer. So I have no direct contact with customers, but sometimes I had to provide education to workers inside the
Right.
company. Yes, and also sometimes I visit leaders in shops and give advice how to treat customers and
That's good.
what service is good for customers. So
Excellent. So Yuki, using some of the adjectives in the list,
yes.
tell me a little bit about the advice you would give. See if
Uh,
you can use 3 to 4 adjectives in the list to do it.
Unfortunately, here in Russia, service concept service, customer service have not been developed. So shop workers, shop clerks used to be discourteous and not attentive.
Oh,
Uh,
that's bad. Very bad.
so customers isn't satisfied. So there is very few repeat customers.
Oh, I see. So clerks in shops tend to be discourteous and not attentive. Inattentive, we say. Inattentive.
Inattentive.
Right. Attentive, inattentive. Satisfied, dissatisfied. Um, efficient, inefficient. I think that's most of them. Okay, very good. So let me just take a quick look here. Okay. We want to expand our vocabulary a little bit more. So here, you've got a questionnaire. It asks you here to complete the questionnaire by matching. And then at the bottom, work with a partner. Okay, well, your partner is going to be the people in the class, working as a group. Ask and answer the questions in 7 about your own company or a company you know. So we're going to add a little bit more to your vocabulary here. We've been working so far with adjectives. But in doing this questionnaire, you have to work more with nouns. So you'll see nouns like customer satisfaction, quality, feedback, things like that. If there's any questions about the vocabulary, just ask and we'll clarify by giving examples. Okay? Just ask at any time. What I'd like to do is to go around the room and see if we can match up these answers to the second part of the question. Match up the second part of the question to the first part. So matching 1 to 7 with A to G. And in doing so, we're going to learn a set of nouns to add to our adjectives. Okay? So Nesreen, I want you to read the first one and see if you can complete the question for us.
Okay. How do you do to meet?
How or what?
Sorry. What do you do to meet existing customers?
Meet existing customers or win new ones? No. You wouldn't meet them. Meet is like, hi, nice to meet you.
Yes, I know.
So this is part of an expression. To meet someone's something. It's part of an expression. So what you're really getting here are these expressions that are really good key expressions in business.
Customers to your competitors?
Say again?
Doesn't make sense.
I didn't hear what you said.
What do you do to meet customers to your competitors?
Nope, because that would be introduce customers to your competitors. It would be a different word. I'll give you a hint. The formula is going to be meet somebody's, and then you have a noun. A noun is a person, place, thing, or idea. Usually begins with the.
Your customers' needs.
Fantastic. So read the whole sentence. That's it. Read the whole sentence.
How do you do to meet? I didn't get it because how can I meet my customers' needs? Yeah, it's not a person. Needs, it's a thing.
Exactly.
It's a desire. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes, that's why I didn't get it. Okay.
That's it.
What do you do to meet your customers' needs and to keep them satisfied?
That's it. So number 1 is F. Meet your customer's needs. So it's not meet like introduce. It's meet like do something in a good way. Go up to standard. Meet means we say meet expectations. So not meet as an introduced. Very good. That's it. Raphael, I'd like you to try number 2. Again, you're going to have an expression. The expression is broken into 2 parts. So the key word meet is on the left, and the rest of it is on the right, just like meet customers' needs. So Raphael, try number 2 for us.
What new procedure might help you to exceed
Well, we can't exceed
your customer expectation of the service you provide. No.
So to exceed your customer's expectation of the service you provide. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
That is 100% correct. That's right. So the expression here is exceed somebody's expectations. meet their needs, exceed their expectations. That is correct. Very good. Assuming, try number 3.
Okay. In what ways do you measure existing customer or to win new ones?
Well, we can't measure customers.
Okay.
We can measure customer
Feedback.
feelings.
I guess feedback about service from customers.
Not really, because feedback is not the same as how someone feels per se. Feedback is the content, like what they actually say. You have to measure a feeling, how good or how bad. You have to measure a feeling. So that's my hint for you, measuring a feeling. So which one of those words is the same
I
as a kind
think
of a, yeah.
I think customer satisfaction.
I think you're right. So read the whole question for us.
Okay. In what ways do you measure customer satisfaction and service quality?
Perfect. That is the question. So number 3 is B. Unfortunately, I can't write on the screen. I don't think I can. I wish I could draw on the screen for you, but there's really no way for me to do it. But anyway, I'll remind you later on. 1 is F, 2 is D, 3 is B. That's what we did so far. Okay? Number 4, Amir, I'd like you to try number 4. Remember, it's going to be introduced and it's part of an expression. Okay? So read number 4 for us, Amir.
Okay. Have you introduced
So
any
remember.
yeah,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
exactly where have you introduced any publicized rules to improve customer service?
Perfect. That's it. By the way, pronunciation. Repeat.
Un
Public.
public
Yeah, public. Sized.
size
Sized.
and publicized.
That's it. Unpublicized.
That's
That's it.
Publicized, yeah.
I agree. So number 4 is G. Have you introduced any unpublicized rules to help improve customer service? Number 5. Where are we? Nesreen? Was that you or did I do you already? I can't remember. Number 5, Nesreen, try it.
Do you think it's easier to keep your existing customer or to win new ones?
Perfect. Number 5 is C. Very good. Yuki, try 6.
How do you try and get customers to your competitors? No. How do you try and get
You have to get something.
feedback?
Exactly. That's it.
How do you try and get feedback about service from your customers?
Perfect. That's it. Okay? And I don't know who's next. I think Danielle. I think we might have skipped you. So Danielle, number 7.
How do you avoid losing customers to your competitors?
That's it. Pronunciation.
Okay.
Losing.
Losing.
With a Z like zebra. Losing. That's it.
Losing.
And you.
You.
Not Jew, but
Yeah.
you.
The same program. Oh.
Right. So I want you to say, how do you?
How do you?
Repeat. Good. How? And you can say it like this. Do you? It's a very smooth. It's like one word. How do you? Repeat.
How do you?
Do it? You're breaking it into 2 words, but I don't want 2 words. I want 1 word connected. Do you? Do you?
Do you? Do
Good.
you?
That's it. How do you avoid? Repeat.
How do you avoid?
How do you avoid losing?
How do you avoid losing?
That's it. It sounds perfect. How do you avoid losing? What was it? How do you avoid losing customers to your competitors? Say the whole sentence.
How do you avoid losing customer to your competitors?
Perfect. It sounds very good. Okay, in part 8, you have to ask and answer questions from 7 about your own company or a company you know. If you're working in a company, I'd like you to talk about your real experience. Okay? If you don't work in a company, pick a company that you know something about. Pick something that you're pretty sure about. I don't want you to invent answers, because if you invent the answers, you won't remember the vocabulary as well. If you really want to express something, you tend to remember the vocabulary much, much better. So try to talk about something real. All right, I'll ask the first one. So, Raphael, what do you do to meet your customers' needs and keep them satisfied in your company?
First of all, I must try to get some hired people that is well prepared, and it could be very friendly and attentive to the customer service, and also be they must be very good listeners, proactive listeners that try to resolve any question or difficulties or complaints from the customers. And
well, that's good. That's good. That's a good answer. So, when your partner says the answer, I want you to summarize at the end. So let me summarize what you said. So, Raphael, in other words, you meet, what did I say? You meet your customers' needs by hiring effective staff who are good proactive listeners. Is that right?
That's right.
That's it. Okay, good. So that's how we're going to do this. Raphael, you pick someone, ask the next question, and then I want you to do a quick summary at the end. Okay?
Okay. Daniel.
You can go in order, or you can choose whatever question you prefer.
What new procedure might help you to access your customer expectation of the service you provide?
Not an easy question, Daniel. What new procedures might help you to exceed your customers' expectations? So going beyond your customers' expectations.
Having a fluently conversation through the phone with native people from the country.
What's your company?
No, it's not real.
Oh, what company are you talking about?
I'm talking about communication company, like a mobile phone.
Okay. Let's say Vodafone, for example.
Vodafone, yes.
Okay. Good. Okay.
Because I sometimes have problem to understand people from customer service, because they are from South American countries.
Right.
And we have trouble with understand.
Okay, very good. So Raphael, you've got to try to summarize that. So you're going to say this, Raphael. So what you're saying is, and you try to summarize it.
What Daniel's saying, trying to summarize, is they'll try to hire to improve his company.
But not to improve. Wait. You try to use the question, Raphael. So the question is, what procedure might help you to exceed expectations? You've got to try to use that in your summary.
Yeah.
So what Daniel is saying is to exceed.
Daniel was thinking to access his customers' expectations, hiring people, native people that has good skills in the language.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Good. So to exceed customer expectations, hire people that have good language skills and maybe native speakers. I agree. Daniel, next
Yeah.
question, next person.
Assuming,
Asumi, you there?
Yes,
There you
yes.
go.
how do you how do you avoid losing customer to your competitors?
Good question. Good question.
Well, by provide the customer,
By
uh,
providing, by
by
provide.
providing the customer of what they need.
Okay, very good. What kind of company are you talking about?
Well, I'm talking about like the one of the most successful company in our area.
Okay, what kind of company is it?
They are like a computer company.
Ah, okay, good. Hardware, software, or
Yeah,
service?
I
What
know.
kind of?
Selling some hardware or look, it is combined. They 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 sell and fix at the same time.
Ah, so both retail, meaning you sell, and
Yeah.
service, meaning you fix.
hmm
Retail and sales. Repeat, retail and sales.
Retail and sales.
That's it. That's the kind of
What?
company.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Retail means you sell products. Retail means that usually the product is manufactured and you have to resell it to the customer, to the public. So you buy it from the manufacturer at a lower price and you sell it at a higher price to the public. That's how computers usually work, right? You
Mm-hmm.
buy it from China and then you sell it in New York.
Yeah.
So
So
the
retail and sale.
sale, retail and service. Sorry, retail and
Retail
service.
and service. Okay, I got it.
Service meaning that you fix it. Okay, good.
hmm
So I want to do that again because there was a lot of information. So Daniel, ask again, assuming your answer one more time, and then Daniel, you summarize by taking the question and turning it into a summary. You've got to use the key expression in the question, and I'll help you if you need it, okay? So Daniel, question one more time.
How do you avoid losing your customer your competitors?
Good.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. By providing them of what they need.
Providing them with what they need.
Yeah, with what they need and being honest with them.
Hmm. Good. Good. Can you think of an example since you know the company for real? Can you think of an example of how they're honest or how they provide what they need?
Yeah, to like the price. They don't like higher the price than the other competition company.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, good, good, Daniel. So I want you to summarize that using the key expression.
okay, maybe the company
So remember, the
uh,
key expression was what? Avoid losing.
avoid losing customer by providing a good service and and
Being
being honorable,
honest.
honest, being
That's it.
honest. Yes,
That's it. That's it. That's
honest with the
how.
price.
That's it. Very good. Okay. Asumi. Last question to Yuki. Okay, Asumi?
Oh, okay. So, what do you do to meet um, your your customers' needs and keep them satisfied?
Good question.
We make every effort to meet our customers' demand by providing good quality of service with low cost.
Very good. Very good. So, Asumi, I want you to summarize that And I want you to use again the key expression, which is meet needs. You have to use that in your answer. So summarize for us, Asumi.
Okay. We meet the customer needs by providing with a good quality,
Service.
Service.
a good quality service, and I don't remember the rest. Sorry.
With low cost.
With what?
With low cost.
Yeah, with low cost. Yeah, with providing them with a good service, a good quality service, and with a low cost.
And that's it. Instead of saying with, you might probably say at a low cost.
At. Oh.
It sounds a little bit better. So provide them with good quality service at a low cost. Sounds even better. At a low cost.
I see.
It's not wrong to say with, but it sounds more like a native speaker if you say at, because a low cost is a specific number. There's going to be a specific number there, like $5 or whatever. Whenever you have a specific number, we use at.
It's very difficult to use correct preposition in English.
It's not difficult. It's impossible.
Impossible. Even for native speakers. Yeah?
Yep, it's impossible. So don't worry about it. There is a trick.
How can we foreigners deal with it?
This is how you deal with it. You learn to connect the question word, who, when, what, where, how, why. You learn to connect the question word with the preposition, so that even if you're wrong, you're in the right area. So, for example, where will always be answered with in, at, on, right? One of those three prepositions is usually with where. The same three prepositions can be used with time. How can be answered with by or with or through. So if you start to connect the question word with the preposition, at least you have an idea of what you can say. It's not 100% correct, but it gives you some choices. So that's one thing you can do. Beyond that, it's all input. Reading. Not even listening, really reading. Read constantly. That's the best way you start to get used to the prepositions.
Tell me, with low cost is in the safe area for you?
Is what? I'm sorry?
Is safe area?
Safe area? What do you mean?
Safe. It is
safe, like not dangerous?
Yes, I see. It is not a mistake.
No, it's not a mistake. No.
But it sounds not good.
Why? Sounds fine. Why?
Yeah.
Why does it sound not good? To provide a good quality service at a low cost. What's wrong with that? It sounds good. It's good.
I see.
I don't see any problem with it. No, it sounds good. At a reasonable price. You could say that too. At a reasonable price. But if you look at Ryanair, the airline, it's called Ryanair, the low-cost airline. You know what I'm saying? That's used all the time, so no problem. Horrible company, but they use the word low cost. By the way, I flew on Ryanair the other day, and when we landed in Portugal, it was pouring rain, and they opened the doors and they told us to walk to the airport. And we were 5 minutes from the airport in the middle of the runway, and we had to walk through the rain to get to the airport. And we got soaked, and I had like all these bags with me, and I got soaking wet. And apparently, there was some miscommunication, and they never called the bus to get us, or something like that. And they just said, "Okay, well, go ahead and walk," and everyone got wet.
I didn't know it so often rained there in Portugal.
Well, in the north, in the north it rains a lot. I was in Porto, so it rains. In the south, not as much.
I have an opposite impression from from Portugal. It's always fine, blue sky, white building.
Absolutely.
Present.
Absolutely. From the middle down, it's like that. from the middle up, it actually rains a lot because there's mountains, because it's close to Galicia in Spain, and it's sort of very green and lush and wet, and colder as well. So it's a different climate in the north. But anyway, the flight was okay, no problem with the flight, but yeah, that was not so nice. But saved lots of money. Pretty cheap flight. Okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna go tomorrow at 10 o'clock. The next chapter in our Paul Bowles story, a distant episode, and at 11 GMT, we're going to start key expressions for customer service. So we're going to take our vocabulary. We're going to add a new skill tomorrow at the same hour. Bye for now, everyone.
Bye.
See you soon.
Thank
See you
you.
next time. Bye
Bye
bye.
for now.
Goodbye.
Take care. See you.